Hey guys, J-Man here for some Transformers talk. So we've been doing some Transformers stuff recently on the channel, and there's a new Transformers um, coming pretty soon, comic book wise at least. So I thought, why don't we go through some Transformers things and go through the Marvel comics, maybe even some of the cartoons. We did the movie already. We did some of the first couple episodes, or first 3 episodes of the cartoon, G1. So I thought, why not do the Marvel comics, and we'll go from there. All right, so just some quick just updates. Tomorrow night, Sean and I are going to be doing a classic comic. So occasionally we do a classic comic segment. I don't think we've done one in a while. So we're going to do Action Comics number 252. And that actually is not only the first Supergirl, but it's also the first Metallo. So that's going to be really cool. So we'll talk about both stories. There's also a Congo Bill story in between, which I read, so we could talk about it if just for the heck of it. So that's going to be tomorrow at 8 p.m. It's just one comic, but there's two stories. We'll go through both stories. The first is Metallo. The second one is Supergirl. And this isn't the first Supergirl. There's been other Supergirls, but this is like kind of the first Supergirl, Kara Zor-El from Krypton. Her origin here is a bit different than what you've probably seen or know about from either shows or even other like later comics. So there's a lot to discuss there. That'll be tomorrow night. And then next Monday, we're going to be talking about Legion of Superheroes with Clobberin Times. So Sean and Clobby are going to join me for Legion of Superheroes. We're on episode 9, I think, now. So we've been going through the entire Legion of Superheroes appearances. So it's been a lot of fun. It's great. We're going to continue that on. And then Steve and I will be talking about women's wrestling, of course. And then we're seeing Indiana Jones on Thursday. So it won't be a stream Thursday. And then Friday, we're going to talk about some Indiana Jones comics. So, look, everyone's talking the movie, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, that's great. But so a week from tomorrow, we're going to be doing another classic comics. And this time we're going to be talking about the further adventures of Indiana Jones number 9 and number 10. That's a 2-parter. I have not read this. Sean's read it. So we're going to go with this one. It has some connection to Raiders. So we're going to read that together, and that'll be a lot of fun. I'm looking forward to that one. And then Saturday we'll have an open mic Indiana Jones 5 talk. I'm foreseeing this one's going to be a lot different than the last one we had, where I think a lot of people are not going to like this movie, and there's going to be a lot of reasons to not like it. So we're going to go from there. All right, let's bring in my co-host here. Oh, hold on a second. Where's my thing? Yeah. Hey.
So,
are we ready?
Is that new?
That is new.
It's cool. It's got classic comic art and stuff.
Yeah,
it's great.
So like, and this is one of these places where you pick your color.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, I'll do this kind of weird kind of color. So I can only see. I can't see. I guess it's Soundwave based on.
Yeah, it's like he's DJing with.
Yeah, I could tell from the Laserbeak.
It's an old shirt. I have a Dinobot shirt. I don't know what the hell it is, but I gotta get new Transformers shirts.
Oh, Dinobots! They're going to be appearing today.
Yes. Yeah.
So I actually took some notes here, but I think we'll just go through the comic and we'll kind of. I don't have anything like crazy. I didn't write any notes that are like big notes, but I'll just kind of remember them as we go. Just a couple of lines of just some things. So I did post a poll. Hey Jay, how's it going, man? Great shirts, thank you. Yes, we try to dress for the occasion. But this is brand new, first time wearing it. I also have Chrome Dome's head stats. So when you plug his head in, the strength and speed stats.
Yeah.
So I've got a shirt of that. And I don't have any other Transformer shirts. So I had more before.
Yeah. Of all the IPs, it probably yields some of the best imagery for t-shirts. It's
Yeah.
like it's all awesome because they're all robots and stuff, right? So
Well, every car that I've ever owned myself has the Autobot symbol on it. Actually, my not this car, but the car I had before this one. No, sorry, it had Autobot. The car before that one had Decepticon
yeah,
because it was blue.
yeah,
So I thought, I think Decepticon works better for blue. I guess blue could be my last two cars were white.
yeah.
So I got the red Autobots. But this car, I got the puffy one.
Oh,
Like
okay. Cool.
like that looks like metal, like it's
Yeah,
yeah. So I
it's
got
awesome.
that one.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, this car.
I saw one that was a rub sign, but it doesn't. It just looked like the rub sign. You couldn't actually rub
You can
it.
actually. Oh, that is so cool though.
But it's funny because like if you know, you know, right? It's like
Yeah.
we remember that it's just black, or it's the outline, but it's black, and it
Right.
made it on gray, so it looks
Yeah,
like
yeah, yeah. So,
sign, eh?
oh man,
Yeah.
you know what I didn't know? I was watching Headmasters the other day.
Yeah.
The Battle Beast showed up.
Yeah. Oh, you didn't know that? Yeah,
No,
no,
I would.
Headmasters is a great classic series because like it's all the old guys we remember for the first 10 or 15 episodes, and then it switches to the new guys. And Battle Beasts are in it for no reason.
I was
It's like,
stunned because I'm looking like, wait a minute, I own these guys. I'm like, this isn't Transformers. I was like, what is this? I'm like, this is Battle Beasts.
They were, yeah, they didn't have their own show. They were just in that.
Oh my god, I was so pumped. I'm like, I can't believe it.
You've already seen the Soundwave and Blaster.
Yeah, so Blaster and Soundwave killed each other pretty much.
Yeah, it's like,
and now it's
before the death of Superman. It's like they did the two.
Yes,
yeah,
yes, yeah. And then it's I forgot their names.
Sound
basically Black
Sound
Blaster and Twincast. Yes,
yeah.
So they're basically it's basically like Blaster becomes blue and Soundwave becomes black.
Yeah, Takara was reissuing them with different colors, and that's why they did that. That's the only reason. Yeah. It's cool.
Whatever.
It's cool because Soundwave's tapes are all like distraught. You know, they're like, oh, yeah, it's awesome. It's like they actually write it out, right?
No, and Blaster's guys were like, oh, this is bullshit, and we don't like this anymore, and all that. Are you watching Headmasters? That's awesome. So I don't know where I'm at. I think you're further than me. All this happened early. I only started Headmasters. I finished G1 or whatever you call G1. I finished like the American stuff.
Yeah.
Before, but I really need to go through it again because it's one of those things where you kind of have it on and you're not actually watching. I want to like pay attention. Like when we reviewed the first 3 episodes, like More Than Meets the Eye, I was paying attention and be like, okay, like writing stuff down, and I need to watch it properly. A lot of times I'll just have stuff on. And I got pumped up for Congo Bill after that. After I read that story, and I was like, yeah, he was kind of a weird character.
Yeah,
he's just the gorilla now all the time. I don't think the man is around. Yeah, he's just the gorilla.
Might as well.
And then I found they've got the serial on YouTube, right?
Yeah,
the quality is like absolutely trash.
Yeah.
Serial Squadron has not gotten that one yet.
Yeah.
So I don't own it. You don't own that, do you? Do you own that one?
No, not Congo Bill. No.
It's on. I mean, it's on YouTube, so you could watch it.
I'll probably lift it from there. But
you can lift it, but no, the quality's awful. I'm just gonna wait. Yeah. I watched about half an hour. I was like, yeah, this is like not good. My wife came in. She's like, why are you watching a black screen? I was like, no, it's just nighttime. But it felt flat. Yeah. Oh no, I definitely watched subtitles for the cartoon.
Yeah. So I got all those Japanese series bootleg in like Texas or whatever. And I watched Headmasters with the awful Hong Kong dub, which is like it's English, but it's like I don't know, it's like flat acting. And then when I got that DVD, I watched it again with the and like it's better because the voices are way better. Like the cast for the Hong Kong dub is like 2 people or something, and it's like even voicing women. It's like so
yeah. I watched I only have the DVD, like the proper like the actual DVD or whatever that was released. So that's what I've been watching, and it's pretty neat. But you can find them on they're on YouTube subtitled.
It's funny
So
because those shows, we had a mutual friend way back when, who he was telling me about the series, and I didn't believe him at the time. I feel bad now because like it sounds so outrageous, like, you know, it's like Six Shot kills Ultra Magnus and all that. I'm like, no. And then when I watched it, I was like, oh crap, I feel bad that I discounted what you were saying, but
right.
yeah.
Well, what are you gonna do? Is Six Shot? I mean, and he returns good. So
He
the
turns
okay,
good later, yeah.
the
Yeah.
the problem is that like I've been reading the manga
Hmm.
um that I got, and in that one it's like he turned because it's all very short.
Yeah.
They're all very short, right?
Yeah.
And it's like Six Shot is like a bad guy, and then like the next one he's a good guy. Think of it like the He-Man mini comics. They're just little stories that are there.
It's what was happening at the time. That's the only thing, right? It's like
Right.
in the cartoon he turns good too. He has a different design. It's like a kind of a black and gold type of thing.
Okay.
Um but yeah, I'm partway through reading the manga now too. I'm on the second story, which is all like Hot Rod and everything, and it's like Galvatron comes in.
Yep.
And at one point, because I know in Japan there was confusion, there was a Scramble City was also accompanied by like a sort of a stop motion Transformers commercial where they go through all the characters. But one of them was Galvatron, who's a right hand man of Megatron. They didn't understand that like Megatron becomes Galvatron because the movie hadn't come out yet in
Right.
Japan. And so in the manga, there's a couple Autobots. There's like, I heard that he's really
Yep.
Megatron in disguise. It's like it's
Yep.
like I heard that he's you know, it's like
So I've passed those.
yeah,
I'm on to Pretenders right now.
yeah.
So yeah. And so far the problem is that I don't know anything about Pretenders really. So like now
I
I'm
mean,
completely lost
there's Super God
because
Master Force.
yeah, I don't like see that's just like that's all lost
Yeah.
to me.
And that was where they ended in the comics. It's like Bludgeon was the leader of the Decepticons.
Oh,
Um, he looks awesome. You'll know him when you see him. He's a samurai warrior guy with a skull face.
yeah, yeah, I do know him. I
Yeah,
do know him.
yeah. And he
Yes.
re-released iterations of that in Earthrise and all that stuff, right? So yeah,
I liked those.
yeah.
I like Siege and Earthrise and Kingdom. I think some people didn't like them, but I mean, it was the only thing
They
to
brought
me
back the
where
G1 designs. You
it's
know,
G1
like
designs and no humans. It was the
yeah,
first time that there's no human like that. I remember that there's no human element. It's just the Autobots and
yeah.
Decepticons. All right, well, let's get into it. All right, issue number 3 of Transformers with Spider-Man in the black costume. I posted
Yeah.
a poll.
It's 84. So
Um, do you like the fact that Spider-Man appears in this book? Hell yes, hell no. It's okay. I've got a 50% hell yes, and 50% it's okay. So somebody out there is like, yeah,
this is like everything Marvel did. They always tried to put licensed stuff into the Marvel universe and got in trouble with that later on, right? With ROM and stuff. Um but yeah, they did this here, and also later on, Circuit Breaker is a character that originates in Transformers, and then goes on to other things in the Marvel universe. Um, but that's about it. They sort of phase that kind of thing out. I think they realize like it's too much. The Transformers themselves would be such an eventful thing that it doesn't make sense for them to be in a Marvel
like it
universe.
can't just be Spider-Man. Like you'd have to have everyone show up. Like
Yeah.
the Avengers would have to interfere into in
Oh, at
this,
some point, yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Okay, so we've already covered issues 1 and 2 in a previous live stream, so check that out if you have not. You
Yeah.
gave it okay, so Spidey's in the Venom costume. Huh? Yep, this is the symbiote costume. You'll see
This
that
is
coming up.
just after Secret Wars.
Yeah, so
Just
this is
yeah.
so last update. It's not the G. It's G1 ish. Like they're on Earth. They're looking for some sort of fuel source. But they don't have anything. The Decepticons don't really know what to do. the Autobots kind of befriended Sparkplug, and Buster is the name here.
Buster, yeah.
Buster's the kid.
Yeah.
And at the very end, they realize that Sparkplug is able to convert regular kind of fuel into energon for the Decepticons. So Starscream has grabbed them here in the beginning, and this is where we're starting off. Originally, Sean, I think you'd told me that this was supposed to be 4 parts only, and then they're like, F it, we're continuing it on.
Yeah, and you can tell in issue 4 where they sort of like inserted stuff into like.
I can tell.
Yeah, you can tell.
You can tell.
Yeah,
but I'm okay with it because the stuff they inserted was awesome.
It's cool, yeah.
All right, so he's stuck here. It's funny. He's like, "Let me go," and he's like, like you fool. It's like if I let you go, you die. So that's hilarious. Yeah. So there's Starscream. Again, it's not exactly Starscream. Like this, if I saw this, I'd be like, "Who is this character?"
He's a bit better here because he has the red. So,
yeah.
Yeah.
This is the base they built from a nuclear station. They kind of like, I guess, ransacked
reassembled it there or something. Yeah. But they don't know how any of our technology works, and they're trying to. They're all starving. The Autobots and Decepticons are starving for energy, and they don't know how to convert it. Right. So.
Yeah. And here we have a very, very just quickly saying that they grow. Yeah. Like it's not really. There's not really a big thought. There's not like, what I like about these older comics too. They just went with the concept. Look, he fucking shrinks to a gun. That's it. Like you're accepting the fact that this truck can turn into a sentient robot man or whatever.
Yeah.
If they grow big or small depending on it. So it's like as he's transforming, he gets smaller. That's it. There isn't a big thought that we don't need a 45-minute explanation or an episode to explain it all. We don't need a 5-hour live stream by some hipsters going, it doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense. It's like, who cares? They grow and they shrink. That's it. No one cares.
Yeah.
It's like,
no, they don't get into the weeds of it. It's like, you don't need to, right?
I'm going to send an email to Marvel.
What's funny? I was watching GoBots as well.
I like GoBots.
And I remember my cousin was over when we were watching GoBots, and there's a scene in one of the episodes. I'm gonna go through GoBots actually because I have it all, but where Leader 1 is able to go into an apartment building and walk around in a hallway, and my cousin's like, "What the hell? Like he's a plane. Like GoBots suck. It's like Transformers are better. They're big, they're awesome." And I was like, no, man, GoBot's okay. But even I was like, this is kind of lame. I don't know why he's in an apartment building. They did like Hanna-Barbera really didn't know what they were doing with transforming robot cartoons. But yeah, anyway.
Yeah, I mean, I like GoBots.
Yeah,
but it's not as good as Transformers.
No.
All right, so they're holding him up here like with this. This is funny, and they're basically Megatron's forcing him to do.
And Megatron looks way more on. Everyone looks way more on model in this issue.
Yes.
Issues 1 and 2 was feeling it out. Megatron's face changed from panel to panel, and Ratchet and Ironhide were the toy versions where the windshield was the face, and now in this issue, all of a sudden, everyone looks more like the cartoon.
Yeah, they fixed everybody up.
Yeah.
Frenzy though, Rumble is still red and Frenzy is still blue. So that
they went by the toys, right? Yeah.
Okay, so basically, like they're forcing him to convert the energon. And it's like you will cooperate or cease to exist. It's like okay, I guess we're doing it. Now we're back with the Autobots. And so again, he's been kidnapped, and Bumblebee feels bad because he was sort of protecting Sparkplug, and Optimus Prime's like, it's my thing. This is where we start getting into the more like, okay, so a lot of the Transformers personalities are coming out in these next 2 issues, and this is where you lose. This is where the movies lose a lot of the G1 and comic fans because they do things with the characters whenever there is a character, even in Rise of the Beasts, which Sean hasn't seen yet. But in Rise of the Beasts, they basically give Mirage's comic attitude to Optimus Prime's character in that film, because Optimus Prime is like, well, maybe we shouldn't trust the humans and blah blah blah.
Yeah.
And then he comes to trust them. Now Mirage is questioning the Autobots, but then he comes to but then even I think maybe it was Blue Streak or someone here is like, why are we trusting the humans? Maybe, you know, like maybe it was Braun or Huffers. I don't remember who it was. We'll get to it. And it's like they gave that to Optimus Prime to give him some sort of character. It's like, but that's not Optimus Prime. It's very clear in these comics that he's like, no, sentient life. It's like
he's respectful.
He's respectful. It's very clear in these comics. So you do lose fans when you change the characters, especially if you change Optimus Prime. But anyways, so I hate that. All right. So he goes, as leader of the Autobots, the blame can fall on no one else. So it's like, all right, fine.
Yeah.
Okay, so he's like, I don't care. You know, I like this Buster kid, to be honest, because he's just like, yeah, okay, I don't really care right now, but we gotta get Dad. Jesse comes in, the girlfriend, this other guy comes in. All right, so we got it. They transform, right?
Yep.
They go in here, and this is another thing we never really got to see, like Optimus Prime carrying other guys.
Yeah, I know. They're trying to showcase what the toy can do.
I like that.
It's cool
because I always thought, like, why can't you shove? And I remember Optimus Prime, people would shove crap in them.
Yeah,
like you'd shove all your accessories, you just kind of dump them in, right?
Yeah, well, you could put the fists and stuff in there, but also you could put like at least one car in there, like the mid-sized cars,
right? The small
Sideswipe and all that stuff, right? But yeah, no, look, I said this before and I'll say it again. Like the comics were way more toyetic. Like they were more about pushing the toys than the cartoon was. The cartoon has a long lead time, right? So they can't really get to things quick enough. But the comics, like everybody was in this. It was pretty awesome.
Yeah. Yeah. So I should, you know what? I don't have any Transformers chips. Let me find some. I'll find some for next time. But I don't want any of the Bay ones. Okay. Also, George Lucas is mentioned in this, but I don't remember if we passed him or not. But there's a mention of George Lucas, which I thought was great. So the girl comes and kisses him, and it's like, okay, let's go. They roll out. I love this. So here's like a no reason. I mean, really, they could have cut this, but it's kind of funny.
Yeah.
This cop's like, what the hell's going on here? You know, it's like you're speeding, and it's like they all like kind of just. He's like, there's no one driving. Oh my god! It's like
you're looking for trouble.
It's like
I love that classic truck, man. It's great.
Yeah, right here.
There it is.
That's it.
Awesome.
Okay. So now Ratchet looks normal. So if you look at the old issue, issue 1 or whatever, Ratchet he did have a head though.
Yeah,
but the screen,
the windshield.
Yeah, the windshield was like up.
I don't think that was the toy, because like Ironhide I didn't have Ratchet. I had Ironhide. Ironhide just had a chair behind the windshield. And you could tell, even as a kid, I could tell that there was a figure missing there. Like obviously in the Japanese version, like in Diaclone and stuff, they had a tiny little figure you could fit in there. But North American kids are stupid. They could choke on the figure, right? So you could sell them to Japanese kids, but not to us, right? It's like Megatron had plastic bullets that you could shoot, and the American one could do that, but it didn't come with the bullets. So yeah,
what's this bullshit?
It's like, where's our bullets?
Yeah.
Okay, so anyways, Sparkplug is forced to do the stuff. He's like, I need some of your fuel to like, you know, to run tests and all that. And he says, like, I've got certain things that I require, like tools and stuff. So now there's a bit of a montage here of them going around collecting collecting all the crap that they need for Sparkplugs.
Yeah. Oh, and then we cut to some Marvel guys.
Yeah, so we've got Dum Dum Duggan, we've got Nick Fury, we've got Robertson.
Yeah.
And he's like, oh, maybe I shouldn't have sent Peter on this dangerous assignment. It's like, well, too late. So here's Peter, man. Yeah, this is great. And then he morphs. Yeah. Oh, I saw a fail video today. There's this great Vulture statue that I have to get. Vulture's my favorite villain.
Yeah.
And they came out with Craven, and I ordered it, and then I canceled my order because I thought, oh, it's going to be too expensive, and it's not, because I was ordering it from Big Bad Toy Store, but then it's on Amazon for $90. So I'm like, oh, I'm going to get Craven. But when I did Craven, Craven's in my top 5 as well, then I just saw Scorpion, or not Scorpion. Then I saw Vulture. I was like, oh my God, I got to get Vulture. Yeah. And I saw this review of the figure where the guy showed the cartoon Vulture, the 60s cartoon Vulture.
Right.
But that is not Adrian Toomes.
No.
That was Blackie. What was the guy's name? Blackie something. There was a time where there was the 2 Vultures. Remember in the very early.
Right? Yeah. And then when they made the 60s series, they were like, they hewed close to the comics.
And they picked that guy because because he's got that beak mask.
Right. Yeah.
And Adrian Toomes does not have that. That guy looks cool.
Yeah.
I actually like that beak thing. But and I was like, so you're showing that cartoon? He's like, oh, here. I'm like, that's the wrong one. I hate, like, I got to be a bit of a stickler. I'm like, that's not.
I know. It's one of those things. I've tried to reel that back over the past like 20 years of like guys doing these videos, because I flub sometimes too, but some of these things are like you're purporting to be an expert on this specific thing and you don't know what it's like you're saying we saw each other earlier this week and you're saying the whole Christopher Reeve George Reeves thing. It's like people who say Christopher Reeves does great me. It is like nails on a chalkboard, man.
Yeah, Reeve.
It's Reeve. God damn it. Like you have the sum total of knowledge in the palm of your hand. Like you can freaking look this up. Anyway.
Yeah, no, it's brutal. And no, but I always start off my videos and you can see, like, I can't remember. I just did like a Green Lantern review for issue 1 that came out last month. And I'm like, I've read 24 Green Lantern issues. This is my 25th. So if I got something wrong or I don't know a character, sorry, right? But I tell people, I don't know. I'm reviewing this comic in a vacuum. Like, I don't know what I read the Grant Morrison Green Lantern and I thought it was really good. Some people thought it was trash. They're like, this isn't Green Lantern at all. It's garbage. I was like, oh. Yeah. And some people thought it was awesome because it's like a Silver Age tribute. I'm like, I don't know what tribute it is. I thought it was cool.
Like it, then yeah.
But I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong, right? Maybe it's like hyper trash, right? So I hate this these ads that keep coming up. Okay, so Spider-Man comes into play. Sparkplug's doing his thing, and he's getting some flashbacks here of is it Vietnam, right?
Yeah. It's Korea, I think.
Korea, sorry. Is it Korea? Yeah, sorry. It has to be Korea because it wouldn't have been what is that?
Oh, too old for Vietnam. But yeah.
So here we've got so is this blue? No, this is Gears. So basically Spider-Man and Gears have like their little mini team up here. And Spider-Man thinks this guy's bad, and then he's like, okay, fine, you're good.
He thinks he's just one of the robots, right?
Right.
I don't know. They must have had a like a thing for Gears, because Gears is on the cover of issue 1, but in like mid transformation. It's really, we talked about the cover of issue 1. It's a really weird cover.
Yeah.
But it's clearly Gears, and he's like sort of streaking like diagonally. And here he's teamed up with Spider-Man for like most of the issue. It's like, oh, I guess you really like Gears or something. I guess some guy got like all the figures and was like, oh, I really like this guy. He's like blue and red.
Yeah, I was just like, why is this happening? Like, why is he so pumped for him?
Yeah.
But anyway, so they also play up the powers here, the superpowers of the villains and heroes. So they've all got certain things. But anyways, it'll come into play. So is this Thundercracker? I don't know who it is, or Skywarp, whichever.
It looks like either Skywarp or Thundercracker. I can't remember.
So one of those two throws his tank, and then he catches it. So Spider-Man's like, okay, you're a good guy now. So let's team up. I wanted to say something about the Spider-Man art in this comic. The colors, I definitely see it's a black costume.
Yeah,
because it's very minimal highlights of blue. But in other times when you see this costume, they use so much blue for the highlights that it almost feels like it's a dark blue costume.
Blue,
yeah.
And the way they colored things back then is they blotched the blue all over him. So
right.
like even on the black, the blue is there, and as a kid, you're like, so is this supposed to be dark blue or?
Yeah, I literally thought I was like, is this dark blue or what? And then someone said it was the
I
black
knew it was black. It's just that was just a weird comic thing they always did. They would put some artists would put a bit too much flair on the characters.
Yeah,
and it's like, where is this light coming from? It's like you have lighting here, but where is it?
Yeah,
he looks a lot like when he's looking up at Gears. That one, not the one over his shoulder, the one over Gears' shoulder. He looks a lot like the figure, like the Secret Wars figure, because he's like brawny and stuff.
Yeah, this awesome. Right here is awesome. Like you can see it's black, right?
Yeah.
All right, so now we're meeting everybody. I mean, this is surreal. Like it's like awesome. Optimus Prime with like Spider-Man right there. Like I mean,
yeah.
Like this is awesome, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so they meet up. Back to here. So meanwhile, they're having flashback. All of this is to show that Sparkplug was captured and was forced to use his abilities, his engineering to help them out.
Yeah.
The enemy, and it's all foreshadowing something, which literally I didn't even need it foreshadowed because I'm like, I know exactly what's going to happen. Like I didn't even need it foreshadowed, but they did do it well. Like they tried to tell a story. So anyways, so this is awesome. They just get in. It's like, oh, let's just go. And they just kind of bust their way in. It's like, all right. So they get to the base here.
And I love these old, like the art's trying to depict the transformations. That happens for the first maybe 20 issues or so until it's not really remarkable anymore, right?
Right.
But I as a kid, I'd be like, because you don't have all of these guys, so I'm like, oh, you look at each one, and it's like, oh, this bends out, and this, like you just get into it, right? But
yeah, I wonder how accurate they were to the actual.
Yeah,
I feel I bought Air Razor.
Yeah.
From the Rise of the Beasts movie.
Yeah.
There is like 25 steps to transform. I was like, yeah,
that's why Air Razor didn't transform in a movie. It's too much. This storyboard, the whole thing, are like, F it, man.
Like, this is gonna cost us like $50,000. It's like just to transform this, it's like forget it. That's hilarious.
What
I know.
Is it? What version is it? It's not the small one, is it?
She's pretty big.
Oh, so it's like a Voyager class or something like that, or?
Man, I tried to look that up. I've never stopped looking up something faster than this. I'm like, what are these? I'm like, okay, so there's leader. I'm like, yeah, fuck it.
Leader class, Voyager class. Voyager, I think, is the biggest one.
No, done. I'm like done. I'm like, I'm done with this. They
introduced all that crap with the movies. The first movie, they had all these different classes, and I'm like, well, like then you're gonna have a kid that ends up with a small Optimus and a big whatever this guy is, and it's like, like
that is what happens.
Has to really pay attention to what scale they're buying, right? It was BS. Anyway.
Oh, I have to pay attention to scale myself. I don't even understand.
Yeah.
I think it was 25. If I have time, I'll go and get the paper. Like I opened the paper and then I had to flip it. I was like, yeah, she's good as a robot. I'm never making this, Eagle or whatever the fuck it is. Anyway.
It's like Megatron when I got Megatron for Christmas. I'm like, I transformed it and I was like, and he's just flopping all over the place. And I'm like, F this. And the gun toy is awesome for Megatron because you could fit, like, you could put the shoulder thing on and like the brace and the little scope and everything. It's awesome. And I was like, you know what? This is better. The Optimus Prime figure was way better. So
Optimus Prime was awesome, and he was easy to transform.
Yeah.
Okay, so they transform. Then there's like some battling here. Here comes the aerial bots or whatever. Rumble.
Yeah.
Now Rumble again.
He's just stepping on stuff.
He just like he just like creates like the powers are that he just creates it or whatever.
Yeah, the Pistons were more of a visual thing that like animators would come up with, but it stuck. Like, and I was always disappointed they never in the entire run had like a rumble that had the things like the Pistons.
Yeah, why didn't they do that?
I don't know. Later on, like fans made them, but of course
Right.
they did.
Yeah, well, of course, yeah. The fans are gonna do it.
Yeah.
So,
so they're climbing.
They're climbing, and he's like, "Oh, do all humans have powers like yours?" Like, not since I checked last.
Yeah.
So I like this part here where Gears kind of falls.
Yeah.
And he's like, "Shit, I got you," but it's like I literally like can't hold you up, right? Like,
yeah.
So they climb up.
Yeah,
I love how he calls him
Stacy. He just gets him and that's
Oh no, not the Gwen Stacy.
F that guy.
Anyway, yeah.
So they climb up and they're about to infiltrate the base.
Yeah.
And Megatron's arguing with Sparkplug.
Yeah, and he calls him Bullet Head.
Yeah, yeah.
I've done your dirty work for you. Take your stinking fuel and leave me alone.
Yeah.
It's like, all right. So yeah, Spider-Man and Gears. Yeah, Gears is like the champ in it's like Gears and Mirage do a lot of things in these first few.
I feel like they got the toys and they're like, I like this guy, and then they just I don't know.
Mirage is a wicked toy.
The ones
He
here,
looks
like
good.
I don't blame him for Gears. Yeah, the Gears didn't. The reason why we're shocked is because Gears didn't do a lot in the cartoon, and it's not a popular toy. But he looked cool, and I guess you're at the beginning of all of this, and you get a pile of Transformers. Because they did get the toys to use as models, for the comics, and I guess one of them, like Bob or somebody, was like, "Oh, this is awesome, like Gears." So. Here he is.
Oh yeah, I'm looking at his toy right now. He's like pretty awful.
Oh yeah, all right.
Yeah, like he's terrible. I remember this toy. This is terrible.
I don't know if Hasbro looks like, push that Gears guy. Yeah,
he looks really cool. Like when they draw him, and like there's guys that just draw him awesome, and it's like he looks pretty badass.
Yeah.
Like his like head and everything. He's got like and obviously the newer toys look better.
Well, yeah.
But so weird.
Spider-Man fights Ravage.
Mm-hmm.
It's like,
this entire thing is pretty neat.
I thought I saw a Pussycat, so they do a whole like Looney Tunes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's kind of cool.
Yeah. And Ravage looks a lot more Pantherish than Robotish, like in some of these panels, but.
Yeah, what the hell? Like he didn't look like this. Looks like a robot. Like there's like angles, and then here it looks like what the hell?
Yeah, that looks more panthery.
Yeah, what the heck is that?
So Spider-Man swings just under a door before it shuts.
Indiana Jones style.
Yeah. And then Gears just goes right through the door.
He just smashes through. What the heck? Well, how did he get in here?
And then it's like, Spider-Man versus Soundwave.
Yeah. Look at this, man. Whoosh, jumps up. Whatever, like.
Yeah, it's awesome.
We've hit the jackpot. Don't worry, friend. We'll get you out of here. It's like, what? He's like, whoosh, what is this? Webs the crap out of him.
Yeah, so Spider-Man versus Megatron.
Man. You never thought you'd see that.
You know that's gonna do nothing, right? And then he just rips right through it.
Yeah, he just rips through it. We knew that was gonna happen.
Yeah.
And then so then boom, I love how he like melts.
He melts a hole into the floor. It's like, get out of here. So then Spider-Man saves Gears again.
Yes, but it snaps and he saves Sparkplug, but boom. Yeah. So he's destroyed.
Yep.
Now, I wasn't sure in reading this comic because I don't really know. This is the first time I'm reading these comics. So I was like, oh, I wonder if he's actually dead. Like, do they kill him off? And is he done for?
Yeah.
So we'll have to see. We will have to see. And Spider-Man's like, oh, she is. He's like, I was so scared. Everything's great. It's like, I'm sorry about what happened to Gears Optimus. Even the good guys die sometimes. Like, he's like, die? Die?
What does that mean?
You mean he's still alive? No, but neither is he what you would term dead. You lost me, Op.
Yeah, Op.
Op. It's like, oh, he goes, well, I've got to get out of here anyways. Like, all right, sure, get out of here. then they put him in this big thing, and it's like, incredible. He's trying to speak. Megatron got what he wanted from human. Dad, say it ain't so. Oh my God. So there you go. That was issue 3. There was a George Lucas reference in here that we had missed somewhere. I don't remember where it was, but
yeah, I don't know. I think at some point they think the Transformers are there to shoot a George Lucas movie or something like that.
Yeah, it's something weird. I'll get to the next issue.
Yeah.
So now we're on issue 4. Because it's going to be like 4 million pop-ups. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, here we go. Okay, that's good. Yeah, number 4 in a 4-issue limited series, and except it says at the end that to be continued or whatever, or not the end or something.
Yeah, these were big sellers when they came out. I think, like I know, like Jim Shooter has mentioned a few times that Transformers and G.I. Joe, diehard comic fans that went to the comic stores and stuff, sort of poo-pooed them as like, oh, a cash grab and stuff. But like, eventually they came around and really enjoyed them, and they became some of their biggest sellers. And it's something that Marvel did really well, like licensed stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Like Micronauts, I'm gonna get the big omnibuses when they come out now because they made that deal with Hasbro. But like ROM Space Knight way outlasted that figure to the point where, like, when I was a kid, I didn't even know there was it. I knew I saw the comic ads for the figure. You probably saw them too.
Yeah.
And I thought that they based it on the comic. I didn't know it was the other way around, right?
I did not know that at all.
Yeah.
Like,
but yeah, they're really good at this back in the day. And Star Wars, of course.
Right. Well, yeah, and this comic was doing pretty well up until I don't know when, and then it started to kind of fade.
It's when the franchise itself was kind of fading. It's like after the cartoon, there wasn't enough. I mean, the toys kept limping on after that. But yeah, I think things got a bit too crazy for some kids. It was gimmick after gimmick after gimmick, right? It's like Target Masters and Micro Masters and like
so it's like, okay, so it's Transformers, then it was Headmasters where you put the head on a different guy.
Yeah.
Target Masters is where the weapon is the guy. There's a guy who's a weapon. Pretenders is where it's basically like a shell over top of a Transformer.
Yeah, Power Masters.
What was Power Masters again?
And the engine becomes a person.
The engine becomes the guy. Okay.
And there's Power Master Optimus Prime. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. It's just like what?
And then the worst thing they could do was Action Masters, which was figures that didn't transform, and it was like, and that killed the whole thing. In Japan and Europe, they continued on with so-called Breast Force, which would have been renamed if they did it here. It was a breastplate, so it was like armor force would have been a better name for it.
Armor force, yeah, that's what I would call
Japan, it. So Japan's got Japan, right?
You do you.
Yeah.
I do. I mean.
Sex with furniture. What do you think?
Breast Force, that's the best.
Breast Force, man. Because I was like, even as a kid reading that, I was like, why didn't you just call it Armor Force? That's what they are. God damn. Anyway.
Yeah. Oh man, that's awesome. That's awesome. Well, I'm definitely buying those. I'm definitely finding some
They're
Breast
awesome.
Force.
It's like Deathsaurus is the Decepticon leader, and Star Saber, of course.
Transformers. I have to look this up.
They
Formers.
made Hasbro Pulse figures, but I didn't get them.
Yeah, Breast Force. Here we go.
Dress Force, yeah. The concept
Oh.
is cool. Like Deathsaurus had two pieces of armor that could come off, and one became like a bird, and I think the other one was like a lion or something. It's kind of neat.
Oh my god, that is awesome.
I don't
All
know
right.
why they didn't like just bring those here. But anyway, Breast Force. There you go.
Breast Force. Oh
We're
man, I
not
just
even going to
watched.
talk about Kiss players. That's a whole other thing. Because I know someone in the chat's going to totally mention Kiss players. We're not talking about Kiss players. We don't want to give this channel a strike. So
I don't know. I don't know what that is, but
I'll tell you after. I've
Tell
told
me
you
after.
before.
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
Woo! We. It's like all right.
I like the on the first page. Did you want to talk about the cover or no?
I just want to say like this is pretty. This is awesome.
It's badass. Yeah.
Like,
There's a bunch of detailed Autobots here.
Yeah, like everyone's very distinct.
Yeah.
There's Mirage there facing off. I think is that Laserbeak and Rumble and Ravage, and that is Thundercracker or Skywarp, and that's Megatron.
I guess it's Megatron. Yeah, he's like
He's
brown.
got the thing on the back, right?
Oh, and Texaria's name is on him. I was like, what's that written on him? Yeah. On Megatron.
All right, so yeah, so you want to say something about page 1 here?
No, the Autobots look really detailed and awesome. I think that's Sunstreaker, right?
Yep.
Yeah, he looks great there. God.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah.
So the last stand, but we know it's not. So we got Ratchet and Ironhide now have proper heads, and they look good.
Yeah.
This is all good here. This issue like really picks up. Like it seems like everything looks a lot better. And it's like enough. So they're all saying basically they're upset that Sparkplug gave Megatron the fuel, like the Energon, and they're like, well, you know, he betrayed us, and some of them are like this guy, these humans aren't trustworthy.
Yeah.
We should just let them, you know, get killed. And Optimus Prime's like, no, we're not going to do that.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm about done with these ads. Like, I'm not going to click them away anymore. It's like too bad.
Okay.
And it's like, so Optimus is like, we have to figure out what we're going to do.
Yeah.
So here, this is crazy.
Yeah.
Like Jazz, like, what the hell? Like the humans, so the humans run off, and Jazz is like, he shoots at them.
So rather than explain his plan, he doesn't, and then the Autobots are yapping.
Right.
And they don't give him a chance to explain. So they're trying to escape, and then Jazz shoots fire at them and injures Sparkplug. It's like, what the hell? It's like, that's reckless. That was never in the cartoon.
Yeah, really.
Autobots are all like your dad, basically. And he's like,
Dad. I was like, I'm looking at this like, holy shit. Like, this guy just got roasted.
That's above and beyond, man. What the hell?
And they're I love the big pub. They're watching it on TV. Like, what's going on here? And then there's the friend, the big chubby friend with the bad hair.
Or whatever, yeah.
And then this entire thing is so weird. His dad dressed up as Optimus Prime, like that. This is one of these things where it's like the guy got like a super accurate costume. Like,
yeah, the Autobots have been discovered maybe 2 days before. It's like, this is issue 4, and he got like a mega costume because they can't draw it any other way. It's like, oh, I'll just draw it with the human head, right?
Yeah, couldn't they have drawn it in a crappy way just to show that it's like? Nope, it's like
the windshield windows look reflective, like they look like windows. It's like, how did he make this? Like, what the hell?
Yeah, it's so weird.
Yeah.
So here everyone's looking. Oh, these people are moving away and all that. So this is the big dance
Yeah.
class here,
Yeah.
and you're like, that's Buster's girlfriend. She's like, oh, Buster, you're the best.
Yeah.
So he's like, well, we got to get him to the hospital. So
Yeah.
we'll drive you. It's like, okay, well, you also shot us.
You also tried to kill us. Yeah.
So I don't know. But anyway, they get in the car. Let's go, Dad.
Flashing back to Korea. And
Yeah.
Yeah,
okay, yeah.
they're watching my every move, and he's like helping them out back in the day.
Yep.
Yeah.
So this is like it's basically like he was forced to help them out by repairing their vehicles.
Yeah.
So you know where this is leading.
Yeah.
They take him into the hospital. We have the military like, okay, we've got to do something about Megatron. He just walks. Look at this, man. Let him have it. It's like, yeah, okay.
Yeah,
So like it's like
and he just walks back.
He just walks by, yeah. Okay. I love this part here too. So Starscream again challenges Megatron here challenges his authority.
Yeah.
And Megatron just friggin' fires him with that cannon. And this guy's like, okay, well, add Starscream to the damage report. Like,
yeah.
That's great.
Yeah. Yeah, and so he commands Ravage to go to the Ark and report back to him what's going on there. So yeah. And then there's more Huffer in this for some reason.
Yeah,
like,
he's in
we
a lot.
forgot about this guy. So it's like I had the other guy who was basically Blue Huffer. I can't remember his name. And that guy had it wasn't an open shell behind him. You just like flipped it and put the back of the cab down behind his head.
I think I had Huffer.
Yeah.
Let me see what he looks like. No, I didn't have Huffer. Who's the other guy? Okay, so maybe I had the other guy.
The blue guy, I can't remember his name.
Damn. Pipes?
Pipes. That's what his, because he didn't have fists, he just had pipes. And I thought my thing was broken because I was missing fists, but no. He always just had pipes for arms.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's kind of neat.
Those were weird. I mean, like, you could tell there's some weirdness with them as a kid, but like they were still more awesome than most things at the time. Because they're like the original G1 guys were metal mostly. Like Optimus Prime's cabin was metal. His legs were plastic, and that they always broke off.
Yeah, Pipes looks really cool, the blue one.
Yeah.
All these classic guys look really cool, and they've done such like awesome stuff with them.
Yeah.
Like if you look at like the entire Kingdom and Siege and whatever, that entire toy line's pretty neat. They did a lot of cool.
They made and I bought it. He's not here, but they made a Sea Spray that was a regular, because all these mini bots were just like pull out the leg, and it's like very basic GoBot-ish stuff.
Right.
They made a real Transformer out of Sea Spray, and he looked awesome. You know, and he's articulated, and you can bend his knees and everything, and yeah. I can't remember what line it was. I bought it like Winners for like $7 to try to blow it out. No one was buying it.
God, the G1 is awful.
Yeah.
Oh, here's a better. Oh, this looks really cool. The Titans Return.
Yeah, there's some cool stuff.
I think the Titans Return the best out of all of these.
Titans Return had a lot of G1 guys.
Yeah. I have a lot from that one.
Yeah.
Okay, so
here basically squeezing in the continuation stuff. It's like yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like
we detected something else, man. It's like another Transformer, perhaps, and somewhere in the Antarctic. Teletran. They don't call it Teletran 1; they just call it the Ark. The Ark sent another probe to investigate, and it turns out that like Shockwave was walking around frying dinosaurs.
Yeah, how awesome is that?
Yeah. He's like, oh, that's awesome. Like that poor T-Rex.
Yeah, he just melts them.
So it made these other dudes to fight Shockwave. It needed to make 5 dudes to fight Shockwave because he's
Yeah, that's crazy.
yeah.
Shockwave's too awesome.
Yeah. So and then it ends with that. It's like he fought the Dinobots. We don't really know what happened. So
Yeah, so that's left open. The cover of issue 5 is awesome.
it's awesome. It's classic. Yeah.
All right. So yeah, now we're back to the main action here. It's like, okay, he's had this coming for centuries. He will learn that no one can defy Megatron. It's like, all right. So now they're getting powered up. I guess I don't exactly remember what was going on here. Was it the Ark gave them some extra energy boosts or something? Or like,
yeah, only 4 of them could get the no. What
5.
it was all the Autobots are transferring their power to like 4 of them or something.
I got you. Okay.
That's what it was. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, it's something they don't really. It's like I don't think it ever happened in a cartoon.
Yeah. So there's 5 of them that get the power.
5, okay, yeah. It's who is it here? It's it looks like Prowl, Ironhide, Huffer, Optimus, and like whoever that. I guess that's Mirage.
That's Mirage. Yeah.
The character select. It's like
The
Meanwhile,
new
Ratchet's out doing his thing with sending Sparkplug to the hospital. So
yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So then here we go. We're getting ready now.
Dun.
So he's like saying, let's let Megatron and his guys come to us.
Yeah.
That's the battle plan. And then it's like, oh, what? Some kind of trick. You guessed it, Laserbeak. Mirage isn't always where he seems to be. That's why I'm called Mirage. It's like, all right. Here comes Thingy. This is Beats. He like bites his arm off.
Yeah. Yep.
And he gets a blaster and shoots him. Look, he's got no arm.
Yeah. Yeah,
Now,
this is the one where he's trying to reason with Ravage. Like, this is insane. We're both from Cybertron. Why must we fight? Because he's been voicing his displeasure about this whole situation. He's like, well, I mean, maybe the Decepticons are right. You know, just take what you need and whatever. And it's like, why do we have to fight at all? Right? So here he's trying to reason with Ravage, and it doesn't work. Ravage just tries to bite his arm off. And then he's like, well, screw this. He goes, then chew on this. He shoots him in the face.
Yeah, that was
like,
awesome.
Tell me how my armor-piercing liquid fuel darts taste. Like, holy crap.
Yeah, boom.
Yeah.
So now there's this thing, this little scanner, and then what the heck? Yeah. Uh-oh, what happened there? But we don't know for now.
Beep, beep, beep. Yeah.
Thundercracker's sonic boom. So here's more of the use of the superpowers.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, he's supposed to sonic boom better than everyone. Thundercracker.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You missed, Optimus. It appears that way, doesn't it? It's like, what? Now, this is awesome. More to Megatron's character. He's like, I've got a clear shot, but I would probably incinerate some of my Decepticon friends. He's like, screw it. I'll do it.
Yeah.
He's like, it's worth it.
That's kind of leader he is, yeah.
But I love that, like, Starscream is flying and Optimus Prime grabs him.
Going somewhere, Starscream.
That's awesome.
Yeah. I just get the music from the Sunbow show in my head. It's like, yeah, this is Transformers. Like,
yeah. So we go back to Ratchet, and he's like, he's still an ambulance, and people literally get in. They're like, okay, we gotta go. Let's go. It's like,
well, I have to. It's my code. It's my duty.
Yep. And he's like, oh, and these people seem like they're nice, so I'll go along with it.
Yeah.
We got another bit of flashbacks to show that now we're starting to get the aftermath. So it appears that Sparkplug back in Korea, when he was forced to do repairs and stuff on vehicles, he actually sabotaged enemy's vehicles. So,
Yeah.
uh-oh. And then it's like, we're just about to use up the fuel we gained, and the Decepticons seem stronger than ever. Stand fast, they're coming through. Prepare to be destroyed. That's like Skeletor.
Yeah.
It's like destroyed. A
You're
new
blowing
age.
up missile, like here's the big medal. And Huffer goes down.
Yeah.
Prowl's about to buy it.
Yeah.
They make mention that Blue Streak is badly damaged.
Yeah.
Like Huffer says that. Ironhide's down for the count.
Yeah. And like, look at Optimus, man. Like, he's like destroyed there.
Your
like,
men are falling all around you. Now you shall join them. Like, good idea, Megatron. What? He ducked.
He ducked.
And then Ravage tries to get in there because he's a suck ass.
Yeah. Optimus, look out behind you. At last, it's over, Prime.
It's a movie, man.
Yeah.
So
And Megatron stands supreme. The pain.
Burning up inside.
It's
yeah,
like,
now they're all doubling over in pain. It's like, what's going on with the Decepticons?
What happened? Why are the Decepticons in pain? Meanwhile, Jesse O. It's like, whatever.
I'm glad you made it. Father's great. The end.
Yeah, the end. It's on. What happened?
His arm is off, man.
His arm is off, yeah.
Yeah.
What happened? I don't know, but we won.
We won.
Then it's like we underestimated the human's resourcefulness. Somehow he created a fuel that was able to eventually destroy the Decepticons from the inside. We and all who live on this world owe a debt to Sparkplug Witwicky. Uh-oh. What? No. It's like Shockwave.
And both the gun and the person, great rendition from the toys. It's like that is the toy, man. It's awesome.
Yeah, holy crap. Shockwave like came in and took friggin' care of business. Not the end, even though it said 4-part miniseries.
The Autobots are no more. Not the end. So it's not here, but like in the letters page, there's all sorts of letters saying like, "Oh, make it more, continue it on." And so at the end, there's a big like yellow panel where I think it's Bob or somebody is saying like, "We heard your pleas." And it's like, we're going to continue on, man. It's like, issue 5 is coming out at next month or whatever. And it's like, yeah. So, yeah, that's awesome.
That was good.
Yeah.
So there you go. Issues 3 and 4. I thought that was pretty awesome. I was going to say, we can take a look at some of the guys that were mentioned. So if we look at Mirage, let's just keep Transformers Mirage. This is pretty cool. Like this figure's pretty nice.
Yeah.
That's the movie version.
Yeah. Why do they always have to look crap? I don't get it.
Yeah.
It's so funny. It's true what like Michael French said. Like I can't remember when he said it, but he was like, when Hasbro is left to their own designs to make a Transformers toy line, they just go back to the classic designs and the classic color schemes and all that stuff. When they have to do the movie stuff, they'll do the messy movie stuff. But then it's funny, they just go back. It's like all those like Titans Return and all that stuff was just them doing a Transformers thing, and it is the G1 designs. They know what's up. They know what people really want.
Yeah. This is the...
That's cool. That was metal, and it looks great.
Yeah, look how awesome this is. This is wicked. Yeah, here's a better picture of him.
Like, if you had that, you're good. It's like, you can give me other ones if you want, but this guy's awesome.
Yeah, he's awesome. I wanted to look at So who just was it? Huffer?
Huffer, yeah. That's the original Huffer. He's
Yeah,
got
that-
fists. Yeah.
Yeah. See, that's awful. But if you look at like, okay, this is Kingdom. I'm sure they did Titans Return.
Yeah, they made regular Transformers out of them. That's cool.
Yeah, like see, Kingdom looks good.
Yeah. Yeah, and even as the robot, he looks the same with the
Yep.
shell behind him, and yeah.
See, like there's pipes.
Oh yeah, I should have gotten pipes. I didn't see them. Yeah,
That's
I
pretty
prefer
good.
that he's flatter in the front, but
Well, they're trying to make them a bit different.
yeah.
I'm trying to see if they've got pipes. Let's see. Oh yeah, they've got pipes. You can get them Kingdom, the Kingdom
Cool.
version of pipes.
Yeah.
Whoa, he's got a lot of shit on him. Looks pretty epic. So I was looking him up on
Big Bad
no, he's on Amazon.
Amazon. Cool.
So you can get him. There's one left. Hurry, get him before I get him. Because I'll just order
Two
random
people
ones.
in the world that will buy pipes.
Who else did we were looking up? Oh yeah, what did you say? Sun? No, sea spray.
Sea spray. Okay.
Yeah, so check out like here's Titan's Return.
Yep. Yeah,
That looks pretty good.
Yeah.
It's $150 though. But
I appreciated that they why bomb for $7.
Because we're late to the
that they tried to make like real Transformers out of them, like real toys out of them, and not like no offense to the mini bots, they were like cheap crap things, right? With not a lot of articulation. So, but he looks like the guy. He looks like the
this is awful.
Yeah.
Like, look how much better the Titans Return is. Like,
I remember they made a Cosmos that looked pretty damn cool. And it's like everyone always makes fun of Cosmos. Because, like, why are you a UFO? Like, it makes no sense.
Right. What was the other one you wanted to see? Sunstreaker?
Yeah. Yeah, like, the original guy looked awesome.
There's Earthrise. That's pretty good.
That's cool.
Always love this art.
Yeah. Where they're like, oh, like.
So I'll show you what I got. I got Eraser. This one.
That's the one, yeah.
Where's the this is a better. Yeah, there's a closer picture.
Is that the version you got?
Yeah.
That's like 29 steps? Really?
Yeah.
What's the problem? I
don't know. It's like there's so many little steps to it. I'm like, screw it. Oh, this is the Cybertron like Kingdom version.
Yeah.
That looks cool. It's got the colors. The colors are better.
Yeah.
I was like flying characters and stuff.
Oh, it's Michelle Yeoh, eh?
That's Eraser. Yeah.
She dies, no?
In the movie. She dies, which actually sucks.
But they didn't even like transform her. Yeah.
No, but she does a lot in the movie. She does the most out of any of the Maximals.
Yeah.
What the hell?
It sounds like a cool movie. I'll watch it, man.
This is a disaster. What is this?
That's the original, no?
Oh, is it? It's terrible. Why is it
so... medals, yeah.
Yeah, like this looks cool.
I can't remember if Airazor was a woman in the cartoon.
She is in Kingdom.
Yeah, maybe she was in the cartoon too, like in Beast Wars.
I don't know. Joe, are you a Beast Wars guy? Let us know.
I forgot. Yeah.
Yeah, so here you go. So I've got this one.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, this is it. This is the exact one I have. This is what I have.
Yeah.
I just thought it looked cool.
It looks cool. Yeah.
Who's the purple guy with the skull head?
Bludgeon.
Bludgeon.
Was awesome. Any version. Well, we'll see, but like, yeah. If you scroll up, oh well, there he is again.
Yeah, but no, I'm trying to look up for the one that I saw. Was it Bludgeon? No, this isn't it. Who's this guy?
That
is Bludgeon.
That's the Pretender Bludgeon.
I don't think that's him.
But
and Beast Wars, there she goes. She's female. Thanks.
No.
Thanks, Joe. No, I just saw one at Walmart today. But it was like 70. It was $75, so I didn't get them. But it was purple. It
was like a masterpiece one or something, or
animal skull.
Oh, that's weird.
This is it. This is what I saw.
Skullgrin.
Skullgrin. There you go. This is at $25.
Yeah, the Decepticon Pretenders were pretty badass. Like Skullgrin and Bludgeon were two awesome designs.
Yeah.
But how much?
Well, maybe I didn't realize. I think maybe it was just in the wrong section because this little thing shows that it's in stock for $25.
Yeah.
So obviously, yeah, and that's Toy Wiz. So obviously, Walmart had it in the wrong. Because I thought it was $75. I thought F that.
Yeah.
Like I'm not paying for that one. That's crazy. So I'm trying to see if it's on Amazon. Because he looked pretty neat.
Yeah.
Yeah, here he is. Okay, so yeah, he's here and he's 39, so he's 40 Canadian.
Yeah, that's not bad.
That's not that bad.
Yeah. For like this guy.
Hey Mark, what's going on?
What's up, Legion?
Yeah. Okay, so that was a mistake. So they must have just packaged them incorrect, or they placed them in the incorrect on the incorrect peg or whatever you call it. You've got the YOLO Park. Let's take a look at it. Transformers. Optimus. Primal. YOLO Park. Oh shit! What?
Oh, holy crap, man!
Wow, that's pretty damn awesome. Holy crap! Wow, that is unbelievable. Holy shit, that's like super cool. Yeah, man. Yeah. But the okay, to address those things, I can address those things really quickly. Well, I like The Flash, but it doesn't matter because there's not going to be another movie regardless. Like, there was never going to be another movie, so I'll just buy The Flash. I'll be the only one who likes it, and I'm cool with that.
Yeah.
Elementals, Pixar, I'll watch that when it comes for streaming because I watch all the Pixar movies.
Yeah.
Rise of the Beast, I also liked, and I'm going to buy that. And Rise of the Beast, there will be another one because nobody cares about what the movie makes. The toys are making tons of money.
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't matter. Like, oh, I thought Rise of the Beast was trash. It literally doesn't matter. I went to Toys R Us. Every one of the good editions of the toys for this movie are fucking gone. Like, it's gone.
Yeah, it's true. Before the movie came out, I was able to find them, and now it's like, oh shoot, I guess people like the movie.
they're gone.
Yeah,
I cannot find now. My Walmart had one Air Razor left, which is mine. It doesn't matter. Like Transformers, the toys are so look. It's a look. Okay, I've never watched Beast Wars or Beast Machines or whichever, but like, look how awesome this thing looks. Like
when you
it's just
bought
like
Optimus Primal, like first, like
I bought the smaller. Yeah, you
Yeah.
can still get the small
He's
Optimus
everywhere.
Primal.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, you build it yourself. That's cool. Yeah, like transform. Yeah, well, I did. Oh, Mark, I wasn't sure what you guys thought. You and I didn't discuss Flash. I liked Flash actually. Sean, I think you were okay with it, right? Or are you having second thoughts on it, or?
It's just okay. It's not great, you
Yeah.
know. I never did like Ezra Miller, so like having two Ezra Millers, but but I like the way he acted as both guys.
Mhm.
Really distinctive.
Yeah.
It's okay. It's
I don't
still
know.
kind of like gloomy and sort of like not living up to its potential. I'm sure there's a lot of stuff that was cut out,
There
but
was, yeah.
it's all right. I wouldn't
Well,
say
he
it's the
saves
greatest
people.
freaking superhero movie ever. Like some people, like Stephen King, lost his mind and said it was the greatest superhero movie ever.
Sorry, for which one? The Flash?
Yeah,
Who said
before it
that?
came out, Stephen King, he said it.
Yeah. Oh, well, whatever. I liked it. I'm buying it for sure. I'm gonna watch it again, 100%. I bought the Supergirl toy. You can close your eyes. I bought the Funko Pop of Supergirl. She's on my desk here. I liked it. I thought it was a lot of fun. He saves people. They tried to have some heart. I cared about the relationship. So there you go.
Yeah, it's just okay.
Yeah.
There could have been a better Flash movie than this, but
Sure.
you know.
The big negatives were they didn't use any Flash villains.
Yeah.
That's a big negative. That's a legit negative. Like, where's Captain Cold? Like, instead of using Falcone's nephew or whatever they said, why weren't they in Central City fighting Captain Cold and Batman assists them or something like that?
And they've
that's
already had Captain Boomerang, right? So in
they had Captain Boomerang in the Zack Snyder's and in Suicide Squad.
Yeah.
Sorry, he was in Suicide Squad. He was in both. He was in both. Oh no, he's dead. He died in the second Suicide Squad.
Oh, yeah, I can't remember.
Yeah, I didn't like that.
Yeah.
I don't mind that. Like, yeah. It's like commercials. Yeah. Well, the thing about Transformers is that the reason so we're watching the cartoon again, we're reading the comics again. The stories are pretty good and the characters are good. This is why they sold toys. Like He-Man sold toys based on the quality of that cartoon and how it spoke to the kids that watched it. Like, there's 4 million cartoons, and like I like Visionaries, they look cool, but really, like, if you go to the store, you're like, I'm buying He-Man. Like, I mean, this is like, this is badass. Did you guys see the RC, DXL RC? Oh my god, this is insane. Or DLX, sorry. Like, this is outrageous.
It looks amazing, yeah.
It's metal.
Holy crap.
It's like $200. Holy shit. Like, okay, and it's like I think it's only like 10 or 12 inches, so it's not enormous.
Yeah.
But like, it's metal. Or maybe it's only 6 or 7 inches. I don't know. I have to look. Let me look at Big Bad Toy Store. Like, this is bad. If this was Elita 1, 100% ordering it. I have all the Elita 1 toys. There was never a G1 Elita 1.
No.
There was like some weird, I don't have the Michael Bay Elita 1, and I don't have, there was like some like kind of like a PVC Elita 1. Other than that, I have anything that's been released so far. They did a Hasbro Pulse exclusive, and I ordered it from Big Bad Toy Store, so I even have that one. But this is badass, man. I think Big Bad, I wonder what the cost is on this one, Big Bad.
What's the shipping on that?
DLX, no. Oh, Deluxe, I get it. Okay, dumbass, I didn't get it. DLX RC. 170 US. So 170 US. So what do you do for you? I usually use like 1.35 conversion or 1.4 maybe. So 170, let's call it, with shipping, let's call it 200. Mm-hmm. Let's say it's 1.35. It'll be like 270 Canadian.
Yeah.
It's 8 inches tall, so it's actually not that tall, but it's metal. Yeah. That's the problem. But 8 inches is pretty solid for like, that's gonna be a heavy ass metal piece.
This is 8 inches. So.
That 8 inches, yeah. The Mego. Where'd you get that Mego Superman? I don't have that one.
Amazon. It was $17.
Oh, is that still? Let me see if that's still around.
These 50 anniversary ones. I only get the ones that are these boxes because I love these boxes.
Yeah, no, for sure. That's the box you have
Yeah.
to get. Oh my God. Why are these so cheap?
I know. I'm gonna get more. I was gonna get you a Robin. If you want to get yourself a Robin, it's like
I
16
think I will get
bucks.
Robin. I saw him. The first one I saw was Robin. I was like, oh man, I can't.
I saw your Robins when I was over there, and I was like, he doesn't have the 50th anniversary.
Oh no, you didn't see all the Robins I have.
No,
I have a lot of. They can't fit on the shelf. Okay. You saw 1, 2, 3. You only saw those 4. There's actually Robins on the other shelf that you didn't see because there's about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's 7 Robins on this shelf, and there's 4 Robins on that shelf. Hold on, there's definitely more. I don't even care about the Flash. The Flash is like my, 50th favorite hero, and I've got 3, like at least 3 or 4 Flash just hanging around.
Yeah.
Like I bought the superpowers looking Flash.
Okay.
He looked awesome to me. I didn't notice the chin strap, which is like the new design. That actually doesn't bother me. Just because I'm used to it. But it's not the superpowers Flash. That is it. But the rest of him, the colors he's the best one.
Yeah. He looks great. Like that's the one we were looking at in the last stream.
Yeah, I put him away now because I put Supergirl on my computer desk.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I mean, I don't know how good the lighting's gonna be, but like my Superman stuff's pretty good. But yeah, so the Robin's up there. There's like I can't move the camera too much. No. So I've got like the Flash stuff is like way down here. You're not gonna be able to see it. You won't be able to see it from there. But I got my Superman Christopher Reeve poster. But yeah, oh man, I can't believe that Robin. I've added that to cart, and there's a Batman too, right?
Yeah, I have him. He's awesome.
Yeah, I had the Batman as a kid.
He's got those oven mitts.
Man, Flash too. Like
Flash looks great.
Like,
no, there's Flash, Reverse Flash. Now the Batman villains are expensive for some reason. Well, we know why, because Batman.
Because Batman, right?
But the other guys like Aquaman's nothing.
So I have a bunch of Aquaman toys too.
Yeah.
Let me look up Batman. That seems to be. Oh, I don't think Batman's around anymore.
Oh no, I got him at my comic shop, and that's what set me off on this Mego thing. Because I took him out, I was like, he's really awesome. What the hell? What am I doing? So then I went out and got the Superman, and I'm gonna get a whole bunch of other guys. Oh my god!
Oh, I got to pre-order that Justice League War World as well. Let me pre-order that while I'm on here.
I thought it came out.
No, it didn't come out. Okay, so I've got 5 votes now. Hell yes, hell no, it's okay. So I've got 40% for hell yes, 20% for hell no, 40% for it's okay. I'm stunned at how cheap these Megos are.
Yeah.
Like I'm actually really
before
stunned.
They shoot up one day and then
Yeah, and they're all sold by Amazon. Oh, let me remove. Okay, I'm going to remove pipes so you can grab them if you want. Okay. By the way, are you getting the Toxic Avenger 4K set, 4K Blu-ray set?
When's it coming out?
August. It does not have the
cartoon.
The cartoon, so you can't get rid of your Tox box.
No, I'm okay. I'm all right. I don't know if I really want those in 4K. They were shot in rough film stock, anyways. I mean,
yeah, I put it in my save for later, which means I'll think about it because the Tox box has everything you ever wanted.
Right.
And like Citizen Toxie's really, look, let's face it, Citizen Toxie's really the only good one.
It's the best one. Yeah.
The other ones are kind of lame. The cartoon,
awesome, and
it's okay.
2, yeah.
Yeah. No, I like all 3. I like all 4 just because I like them.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, troll for the win. That's one thing you don't need. Yeah, the talk. We never see. Oh, we never talk about this stuff because we always go on and talk comics only. We never. I didn't know. I didn't know Mark had all this stuff.
Yeah,
it's like
stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't know you were into all of that.
Yeah.
But I didn't know you know what trauma was because like that. We see Citizen Toxie in the theater. I think we did see because I got a poster.
I bought the DVD had everything in it. It was crazy.
No, Shampoo. I had the poster. I think I saw it in the theater. I did. I saw it at
You know
downtown.
what? You're ringing a faint bell. I don't know if I saw it in the theater with you, but where was it? Do you know? Like, not
Oh
Bloor
man,
Cinema,
it's one of those weird. It's one of those weird downtown. It's like the Royal or Uptown or something. No, because I got a poster in the theater for it.
Oh,
It's one
yeah.
of those, like, they give you those little mini posters now, 11/17 or whatever.
Yeah.
Holy shit. Yeah. And I remember, because I didn't see 2 and 3 at that point. I only seen Toxic Avenger 1, but now I've got them all. I've seen them all.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess you don't really need that in 4K. Plus it's $150. How do you not give the Toxic Avenger, Toxic Crusaders series with that? That's a fail.
Maybe they couldn't get it or something.
Yeah, don't ever lose that Tox box.
Yeah.
That's like never coming back.
No.
That was like that Sleepaway Camp Red Cross box, which I do have.
Which had the unreleased part 4 or whatever.
It did, the unreleased part 4 on it, which I do have.
Never come back.
No,
it's one of those weird things. Like, usually, if Criterion does a set, then Arrow does the same set with the same features.
Right.
Like, there's somehow like a transactional deal or something. But like, there's some of these sets that never come back. Like the whole like the Time Life Ghostbusters set. They never re-release that. Every time that cartoon has come out since then, it's incomplete. Right. I don't know why. And that thing had mega features on it. It had the original sizzle reel where the guys looked like the movie guys. That was crazy.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Look at that. I don't have this figure. It was cool. This was like one of the. This was.
So it's
this
a
awesome.
new release of the.
Yeah, this figure was like the He-Man classics kind of thing.
Yeah.
I changed my background because we stopped talking about Transformers, so we're just shooting shit now.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's awesome. But this is the 4K version. TA in 4K, that's funny. Oh, you know what I watched today, which is one of the best movies ever?
Faster. Oh, yeah, again.
What were they gonna make a remake?
There's the guy who does Toy Ventures, Brian Hillier. He's making the figures for
oh my
Santana.
God, are you bloody serious?
Yeah.
That is, oh my God. Were you with me when we met her?
Yes. At Bloor Cinema. Yeah.
At Bloor Cinema. That was awesome. I would do Faster Pussycat Kill Kill Kill. I would add another kill.
Yeah.
And trust me, my remake would be awesome. My remake would get canceled immediately, but it would be awesome for the first few days or whatever.
I've always been impressed when she takes that guy's arms and like breaks his
back. That was awesome, man.
And then she's always like, oh, that guy complained and stuff. It's like, you're mega destroying him though. And it's like, I don't think that was stunt stuff. It's like
her yeah. Yeah.
Like, what the hell?
Yeah. She was awesome. She passed away. She must have passed away by now.
Yeah, she was she was in her.
She was great
when we saw her. I don't know.
So yeah, Japanese American. Yeah. So let's see here. She passed away in 2011.
Oh,
so
wow.
we met her. So wow, she didn't. Wow, we met her right before she passed away.
Yeah.
Man, that was surreal, to be honest. It's just like, because we met all these guys at these things. It's there's Reggie Bannister and the Tall Man, and Don Coscarelli and like Rock and Roll Nightmare. But it's like it's just so weird. It's like, oh, there's Tura Santana. It's like telling us the big stories, and she's like telling us about her like personal things that have happened to her that were so bad and everything. I was like, wow, this is. Well, they always say it's an intimate conversation. They always say, intimate conversation or whatever. And you're like, no, this actually was. And she was like really open.
Yeah.
We're just like, wow, this is crazy. It's crazy. Like it is. That one was a bit surreal for me because it's just like, this is like, Bill Lustig. Oh, I love Relentless and Maniac and Maniac Cop and all that. It's like, yeah, but that's just like, it's just like, hey, and he's like, just like, yeah, guys, I like horror movies. This is cool.
Yeah.
But it's weird what, like, she is such a, like, it's not like she was been.
Yeah, we felt like privileged hearing all this because I don't know
Yeah,
if she's like opened up in interviews and stuff, but like about um
right.
sexual abuse and stuff, but also like supporting others that were in the same situation um in these like B movie sets, right? You know.
Yeah. Oh man, she's got great lines of dialogue in this though
I
too.
know.
Um,
Well, she's sassy as well, right? It's like your personality really comes out in that because a lot of those movies were cast with like women that look great, but they were like super like cardboard when it came to like the acting, and sometimes some of the
yeah.
women stand out, like Santana, and also the girl in Born Losers
Yes.
is fantastic in
Yeah, yeah.
that movie.
Oh,
Yeah.
we gotta do a Born Loser. Or I guess we'll call it what's his name, Billy Jack. We'll do it. We gotta do
Billy
a Billy
Jack.
Jack like retrospective or whatever.
We should. I don't know who else you're gonna. I don't
Somebody
know if
will
any of
watch it.
our friends know any of that stuff.
No, I don't think any of them do. It'll just be you and me. It won't be any.
I
Yeah,
don't know
no
if Charlie
Steven,
knows, or
no
yeah.
Charlie, no Owen. I think they're all like, what? Or
I
Billy
got that
Jack?
Blu-ray set's wicked, man. I pop it in every now and again. I've gotten used to Trial of Billy Jack.
I gotta watch that one again.
It's like
I remember one of them was excruciatingly long.
I
Like
think it's
Born
Trial.
Losers is awesome,
Yeah,
and friggin' Billy Jack is awesome.
he's awesome. Yeah,
Like
I'm gonna
I
kick
mean,
you right in that nose. It's like,
yeah.
it's like he
But
calls his
he's
shot first,
he
and
calls all the
it seems
he's like I'm
impossible because
yeah
like he's right up there, and he goes,
yeah.
like,
All right, let's okay. That's it. We gotta put Billy Jack.
yeah, yeah.
We gotta put Billy. Oh my God, Legion. Do you know, buddy? You know this? Oh my God.
Yeah, if I
He,
put my left foot, yeah, no, he knows,
oh my
man.
God. Look how badass. Yeah. And he takes off his shoes and everything, and he gets all ready to go. I'm like, this is just the damn best thing ever.
I love when it's just before that when he
There
goes
we
to the
go.
store and they put flour all over the one guy and everything, and then he pauses and goes, well, you're really testing me or something like that. And then he's like, and then they go outside and then he beats the shit out of them. Like,
Wow,
of
this
course
is
he
a
does.
surprise. Wow, well, Mark, I'm so happy you came on in the chat right now because, like, this is like really leveled up everything because it's like nobody, like, this is like firstly you knew trauma, so that automatically means that you've got your shit together, and knowing Billy Jack means that you know the good stuff in life. Like Billy, like I mean, when we watched these, we're like, this is unbelievable. And when Billy, the second film, like Billy Jack, like the movie,
Yeah, yeah,
he's like this. He's like, and you're like,
yeah.
oh shit, like he's gonna lose his
He's
mind.
gonna lose his
He's
shit.
going, and and I like the way he tells it. You know, it's like he brings it all down to brings it down. You know, when I see something like this, and the guy's like nervous because like, oh shit, Billy Jack's gonna do something. He's like, you take a beautiful person like this and you do this to them. And you're like, oh, this is so good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think just that last movie kind of got away from itself a bit.
Well,
like,
which one? It's like then it's Trial, which is the 3 hour thing.
yeah, and like
And,
that's like
and
somewhat
then it's
okay.
Billy Jack Goes to Washington, which is Mr. Smith Goes to Washington. Like it's completely Mr. Smith Goes to Washington.
It is Mr. Smith goes to Washington. No, I if you know trauma, that means you've got your life, like your priorities are all like aligned enough.
We met Lloyd
Lloyd
Kaufman.
Kaufman.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
came by
great.
and yeah.
He came by. He came to our booth.
No, wait, you weren't there.
No, I wasn't there, but I met him.
Oh shit!
I wasn't there when he came by.
Yeah, and I told you about it. You're like, oh shit! Yeah.
But I met him on one of the other. It was what was it? Killer Condom, maybe.
Okay.
Like he went to one of these other. He's been to shows.
Killer Condom.
Yeah. I don't know where else, but I met him before, but only in the sense of you go up and say, hey, how's it going? And, you're great. And that's it. Right. Not him coming and talking for a bit.
Yeah.
Right. Like that was brutal. I missed that. He came to our booth for our Box Wars stuff. So that was awesome.
He didn't come and talk for a bit. He was just promoting. He was promoting our friend, right? Basically with with Toxic Avenger.
Oh, I thought he talked to you guys for a while.
And then it was like Toxic Avenger versus like Skullman.
Skullman, yeah, that was awesome. He's like,
and he said
Skullman is the
like
new.
Skullman's
the new hero.
Is yesterday's hero, like Skullman's today or something like
that.
Yeah,
and then Toxic Avenger's like, ooh.
Yeah.
Well, he's super approachable. He doesn't care. Like he's super relaxed or whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, we gotta do the Billy. Yeah, like the trial of Billy Jack is like okay.
Trial of Billy Jack is a crucible, and if you get through it, like there's some good stuff in it.
Yeah,
like the whole trials in the cave and everything, and there's like a blue one and a red one or whatever, and then there's at the end the whole thing at the end is really brutal. It's like it's not just action; it's really dramatic.
Yeah. Oh shit! Yeah, everyone gets destroyed in that.
The one guy gets destroyed, and then the crowd doesn't know what to do. And there's this old couple. It's like, let's go home, Mavis, or whatever. It's like, what are you gonna do in that situation?
I think I think that movie, if it was just edited down, it would have been pretty stellar because there was enough good things in it to make it. Good.
Like the whole exposés bullshit is stupid.
Yeah,
it takes up like an hour of the thing. Yeah,
I don't care about that at all. That was kind of fun. But definitely the first two movies are like really good. And like Billy Jack, I made a little character of Billy Jack for my desk.
Yeah.
The hat and everything. So that's pretty good.
The Gilmore Girls love Billy Jack.
Do they? Oh,
in the show, they kept watching Billy Jack movies for some reason.
Oh my god! You're the only one who knows that because nobody's watching the Gilmore
I know.
Girls. That's like the most
I was like, we're watching it, and I turned to my wife Jenna, and I was like, "Do you know who Billy Jack is?" And she's like, "No."
Billy Jack on Gilmore Girls. So I see if I can.
I don't know if they would just watch them on TV.
Oh God, I can't stay on.
Yeah,
here too
no,
long. It's just I can't.
Lorelai's the worst character on that show, and
I can't take it.
Rory's not far behind either. So
Citizen Foxy is a masterpiece of filmmaking. I love the Noxious Offender.
It's so outrageous that they top themselves and they can't do it again. You know.
Yeah, this one I can't even say the stuff in it because it'll just cancel the stream. Like I can't even. We can never stream about this movie and talk about it.
It's like this is the real sequel.
Yeah, that is funny. Like because
I'd be doing it too.
Yeah, I'd be heaping praise on this movie, and everybody like, "Wow, this guy likes this movie. He's a total goof." So
I have the Toxic. Did you read the Toxic Avenger Marvel comics?
No, I don't.
They were like super serious.
Oh man, really?
Yeah, like serious and violent. Like I remember in issue 1, he punches a guy's face and it's all caved in.
Oh shit, really?
Yeah, it's the Marvel comic that they made in the early 90s.
Oh my god, gotta check that out.
This cool stuff. It's probably worth nothing now, so you could totally buy them.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, nobody cares.
Yeah.
Okay, so tomorrow we're doing the first appearance of Metallo and Supergirl in Action Comics number 252. 1 week from then, we're going to do the Indiana Jones. I'm looking forward to the further adventure of Indiana Jones 9 and 10.
Awesome. Yeah.
Next Thursday, we're seeing Indiana Jones, so we'll be crying and upset.
Yes.
So and then we're gonna and I'm gonna watch all 4 Indiana Jones movies this week.
I'll try to as well.
Which is good and
you're just
bad.
Punishing yourself, man.
No. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna watch Crystal Skull first.
Okay.
Because I don't want that to be the last.
Order. Yeah,
I'm going to watch Crystal Skull first. So Owen from the Action Elite, the link to his channel is in the description of this video, plus all my other videos. Please make sure you're subscribed to Action Elite. Sean will put your channel up while we're talking.
Oh, thank you.
We're going to be doing a ranking of the Indiana Jones films, but I don't know why. It's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. For me, it's going to be 2, 1, 3, 4, 5.
3, 4, 5. Yeah.
Right. So that's it. Like everyone's going to say 1, 2, 3. I know what Owen's going to say. He's going to say 1, 3, 2, 4, or 5, 4 is I think is what he's going to say.
Yeah.
No, I know. I was thinking about that, but I don't know. We'll see how that works. There's only 3 indie movies. Enough said. Yeah, I'm not even a big Last Crusade guy. Wait, I'm going to give all my reasons for it. I've got a lot of reasons for it, actually. Lots and lots of reasons. But I haven't seen it in a long time. But the first 2 movies are interchangeable to me.
Yeah.
I saw Temple of Doom first. and then Raiders, but they're interchangeable. It's like Star Wars. It's like either one. If like someone's like, I literally thought Temple of Doom was the best. I actually thought everyone thought it was the best. I remember somebody said, "Oh, Temple of Doom was not good." I'm like, "It wasn't." I'm like, "That's the best Indiana Jones movie," and they're like, "No, it's not." And even my buddy, my friend of 40, well, almost 40 years now, me and him were always like, "Oh yeah, clearly Temple of Doom is clearly obviously like the best one." That's not I have the poster of Temple of Doom. I'm like, yeah, Temple. And it's like, oh, Raiders is awesome. It's 10 out of 10. Raiders is 10 out of 10. Temple of Doom's 10 out of 10. But obviously Temple of Doom, like there's a temple. There's a minecart chase. There's like a water thing. There's like a rope bridge. And then they cut the rope bridge and there's an action on the rope bridge. It's like,
yeah,
it's clearly the best. I've never seen anything like this before in my life.
Yeah, it's the best score of the entire series. It's the best cinematography of the entire series. Everything looks amazing. And when we got the DVDs for that, because we always saw on TV and VHS, right? Mm-hmm. When we got the DVDs for it, I remember we were watching it at your place, and everything looks fantastic. Like there's that one sequence where Short Round reports back to Indiana Jones at the beginning when that one kid escapes into the village.
Little boy,
and he's
many of the children still there.
Yeah,
what we do. I've seen that movie a lot of times. Yeah,
yeah, and you see the trees in the background, and they look like blue green, and it's super detailed. I'm like, holy crap! I didn't know this movie looked this awesome. You know, the skull itself is amazing. Like inside the Temple of Doom with the glowing rocks and everything. It all looks fantastic. It's the best looking of the entire series to me.
No, it's definitely awesome.
Yeah.
I just don't like I don't hate Last Crusade. I like Last Crusade. It's a cool movie. It's got too much of the baggage with the family. It has we have to explain why he wears a hat. We have to explain, like, it's just like, oh, that's how he got the hat. What is this? It's just too many weird things.
Spielberg himself, I remember early on when that movie came out, about maybe a year or two after, there was like a special or something. And Spielberg was talking about how when he watched the cut of the movie, he realized there was no action. He's like, oh my God, like nothing. He said it himself. Nothing happens for the first hour. It's like by the time they're in the bike and the sidecar, it's like, you know what? Nothing's happened yet. Like what's going on? So they had to like shoot more action scenes around it, but even then, it's not, like the whole boat chase where they go between the boats and all that stuff.
Like it's okay.
Even then, it's like it's too little, too late. It's like Spielberg and Lucas never fully understood what Raiders was. I think everything just came together, right? And Temple of Doom's awesome. They seem to hate it. And Last Crusade, to me, a real trilogy is going to be Last Crusade, Kingdom of Crystal Skull, and this movie, Dawn of Destiny, because they're off-brand. It's like they're jokey. They continue on into each other. They're not. It's not the same badassery as Raiders and Temple of Doom.
I just had this conversation this morning with my wife.
Yeah,
she likes Last Crusade too. I said, I've got nothing against it. You can like it. It's awesome. She's like, oh, I think that, because my wife doesn't like things too rough and too badassery, right? Yeah. I'm like, right. Last Crusade is it's a crowd pleaser. Everyone watches it, like Legion. Mark's talking about him and his dad or grandfather. Steven and his dad. That's a big their movie. They went and even Ed, like Owen and Ed again with their fathers. It's like, we had great time.
I went with my dad too, but like,
right.
But my dad and I were like, yeah, it's kind of weird. I mean, it's good stuff, but
right. Like I came out of that theater, I was like, this what happened here? Like this isn't Indiana Jones. Like did we what? Like there was melting people in the first movie. In the second one, they're ripping hearts out. They're eating the bugs. There's like the spikes are crushing the. They're like, oh,
yeah.
It's like,
it's not afraid to do some outlandish things, and there's still humor in those movies.
They're torturing. She's torturing Indiana, or the Maharaja is torturing Indiana Jones with the friggin' voodoo doll. That's super cool. I mean, I know it's the same guy he fights in both, but like that guy was badass. They've got slave children whipping the crap out of them. You won't be able to win on this one, Mark. You're gonna have to take it because it is off brand. It is not movie serial stuff. Last Crusade is not serials. There's
Yeah.
no scary stuff. There's no gross. It needs to be gross things. Indiana Jones has to exist on his own. He gets a new batch of people. He has new context. Like he goes back and it's like it's Sala and it's what's his name, Marcus. It's like, but we already saw them.
Yeah.
He should be in a new land. Like why didn't they go to Japan and do do some some ancient Japanese helmet or sword or like some katana blade or something, Muramatsu blade or some weird, like do something like that. You can't Mark, one of my special abilities is to win all arguments. That's a superpower I have. Why didn't he go to Japan? And then when he's in Japan, he has new contacts. Oh, I know a guy in Japan that can help. And then cool new things. Last Crusade is a callback to Raiders. It's like bring everyone back. I'm like, but I don't want to see these characters. And then the problem with Crystal Skull then becomes now we bring back characters again. So now I'm starting to say, well, why didn't you bring Short Round back? If you're bringing everybody else back, where's Short Round?
The problem with Last Crusade and Crystal Skull is that they're basically copies of Raiders. It's like they were so dissatisfied with Temple of Doom. Instead of doing something new like they did with Temple of Doom, they went back to Raiders, and it's the same carbon copy thing, but
it's the Nazis now. It's the Russians or whatever,
right? And I know the argument about Raiders that like why is he there if everything is going to solve itself, but it doesn't because that thing that can melt people's faces is just out there for everyone to see. So he's there to nab it right at the end, but like was it Last Crusade? The problem with that is it is the Raiders argument in that you can't do anything with that grail. You can't leave that place with the grail. So what's the point? It's like let the Nazis all die in there, and Crystal Skull was the same thing. Like those aliens just kill everybody and just take off. You don't really need like they copied Raiders imperfectly, and it was a worse copy every time.
That's the problem. It just gets getting worse. Like Last Crusade can pass as an enjoyable movie. So people aren't too pissed at it, right? You're like, oh, that was a lot of fun. It's kind of a crowd pleaser.
Yeah, I mean, his father is basically Marion in that movie because he's out to save his father, and he does it twice. He tries to save him by going on the adventure. When he finds him, he gets shot, and he has to save him so there's a reason for him to get the Grail, right? Right. To heal his father, right?
Oh, sorry. So the problem with what you're saying, though, Mark, is that what you're saying is that Die Hard 1 and 2 are wrong, and 4 and 3, 4, 5, 6, well, I don't know how many there are right. That's not how it goes. The first movie sets up what it is. The second movie then continues it. If it's going to be that every time, if Indiana Jones is on a different adventure with different people every time, that's what the first two movies set up. So the third movie needs to continue that trend. Just like Die Hard 1, it's like it's in one location. It's in the one building. It's in the one airport. As soon as it starts opening up and it's just an action movie, it's not Die Hard anymore. Like people still like Die Hard 3, it's like, oh, because it's like fun action movie, but it's not Die Hard anymore. It's just like it's and now because 3, 4, 5, and 6 or however many there are, now 1 and 2 are now the different ones. But that's what it is for me. It's like Die Hard. The Die Hard trilogy is 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I know you like Die Hard 4. Okay, I mean
they never made 6. I don't think.
Okay, so who cares,
4,
right? No one cares.
Yeah,
I'm getting. That's not you, Mark, messaging, are you? Because I Live Free or Die Hard. Yeah, I don't. Is that part 5 or 6? Yeah. I seriously don't know.
They got confusing.
I'm not joking.
Titles, yeah.
Yeah, Die Hard 1 is 10 out of 10. Die Hard 2 is probably like 9 out of 10. And then the rest of them are like movies that you watch and be like, okay, that was a movie with fighting in it and guns, and then you don't ever watch it again. Nobody knows. Any person, it's like Fast and the Furious. I was like, I'll watch Fast and the Furious when they go to space, and someone's like, they already went to space. I'm like, nobody told me they went to space. What the hell? I wanted to watch that.
You know what? I like Part 9. Part 9 is awful.
That the space one?
Yeah, Part 9 is awful, but like I feel like when they made it, they knew it was bad, and there's a sort of like intelligence there. Because at one point, Tyrese complains to, I think it's like, who is it? Some other dude. He's like he's like, have you ever noticed, like, we should have died? And he's basically saying, like, he doesn't say the numbers of the movies, but he's like, we should have died in part 2. We should have died in part 5. We should have. It's like, he's naming all the events of the past movies. Like, we should have died there. And he goes, I think that we're destined for greater things no matter what we do. We're invincible.
Oh, I like that.
Never. And then the other people, like, they look like they're believing. It's like, you know what? You're right. You're an idiot. And then they make fun of him and stuff. But like at the end of that movie, they go to space, and it's like, and they're driving a car in space.
Oh, it's brilliant.
Like, they get the guys from part 3 to build them like a car with a rocket on it so they could go into space, and they keep blowing up the cars, and finally they get it right. And then they fly to the Mir space station or whatever.
Oh my God, this is
it's
amazing.
so stupid, but yeah.
Oh,
anyway.
Yeah, I think Joe and Mark are under the impression that I'm saying these movies are trash. I'm not saying they're trash. I'm just saying they're not Die Hard movies. It's like it's like Die Hard is in one location that's smaller. Even the airport is stretching it, but it's like a small little. It's like one airport. Well, not a small little airport.
Yeah,
but
when part 4 was PG, that was sort of like.
Yeah, so it's not Die Hard.
You're not.
But,
what are you doing?
Like we saw that in the theater. I was like, oh, that was okay, and then I never watched it again.
Transformers or something. Yeah.
Oh well, we know Transformers is awful. But like Mark likes the Bayformers movies, so
yeah. If you grew up with them, I get it. But
yeah. Well, no, I don't.
It's like the prequels. It's like now I've lived long enough to learn to love them.
Yeah, you live. What's that stupid Dark Knight thing, which they keep repeating as though it's some sort of brilliant.
But it's not a Dark Knight quote. It's a classic quote.
I know it's a classic quote.
Yeah, you live long enough to be the.
Yeah, so we've lived long enough to accept that the sequel or the prequels exist, and Bayformer for the win.
Check with me another 20 years from now to see if I like the sequels. I probably won't.
Yeah, I'm not sure about that one. Yeah, I just watched part 5.
Yeah,
I watched them all. We did on Action Elite. We did all of the. We ranked the diehards, but it was like stupid. I was just like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Whatever. Like that's the ranking. Like there's no.
I think you're doing the villains.
Oh, I'm sorry. We were doing the villains. You're right.
Yeah.
You're right. We were doing the villains.
Yeah.
So that was actually smart because then.
Yeah,
because that actually didn't come out to 1, 2, 3, 4. Like that was a bit more nuanced. I think I actually liked Timothy Oliphant better than William Sadler. I felt that he was a bit. Now he was the part 4 villain, wasn't he? Timothy Oliphant.
Was he not? Yeah.
Yeah. Well, Mark will tell us. Yeah. Timothy Oliphant was the 4th movies, and I thought that guy was like, I liked his like reasoning. Obviously, Hans Gruber is awesome.
Yeah.
But I liked that guy. Like he was pretty cool, right?
Yeah.
Like I liked it was the fire sale. That's what it was. It was the big fire sale thing, right? And he's like, oh, so that was kind of neat. Yeah. So see, that was a bit, yeah. So yeah. That was different. That was smart though, because ranking the movies is pointless. Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's your ranking.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Jeremy Irons was the brother or whatever.
And he's great too. 3 thing. It's like a guy from the past or whatever. It's
right, that's a part 3 thing.
A relation or something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, that was the Scream 3 when he's like, "Oh, there's always someone who comes from the past." It's like, yeah.
And then they did it in Spider-Man 3. It's like, couldn't you leave part 1 alone?
Leave it alone. Yeah, but no, that was good. Batman fights outside of Gotham. Not even Batman. Yeah. Yeah, I know everyone talks about. Mark, I don't know if you're like, I don't know if you know this, but I don't care about those movies. I'm to me, the Dark Knight needs to be heavily edited.
Yeah, Batman Begins is the best one of that whole bunch.
Yeah, and even that needs to be edited a bit. Batman Begins is the best one. Dark Knight is like, it's okay. Joker's pretty cool.
Yeah, when people carry on about how like Dark Knight is a perfect movie, it's like, no, it isn't. Watched a lot of movies. Why is he in Hong Kong? What's the point of that shit? Cut that whole shit out, man.
Cut this. Who gets this one? Cut it out. If you get that one, then you're good. Yeah, we like that entire segment was garbage. The Dark Knight has a lot of boring ass parts. Mostly when Joker's
there's a
not
lot
on
of
there.
bloat to it, and that's what people. If you watch it again, it's like, oh, this doesn't need to be here. This doesn't need, like. There's cool stuff,
Yeah,
and I like the end. I like Tiny Lister and all that. I love the
that
end.
was cool.
That was
That
cool.
was cool. Yeah, that
And
was nice.
that Batman and the city proves that he's wrong. It's like not everyone is a
Yeah, I like that.
anarchist asshole like he is. You know.
Yeah, but they killed Two-Face. WTF?
Yeah, I know. In the theater, I was upset about that. Yeah.
I can give you a couple. I would say,
Rocky.
12 Angry Men, but like, let me think of one that's like not like that's not a mega uber classic. I can Back to the Future Part 1, because everything that happens, it's very tight.
Yes.
It's fast.
Tight.
Anyone can relate to it. Everyone's like, oh, meeting your parents, that's fun. Like when they're kids or whatever. And everything that sets up in the beginning, Mayor Goldie Wilson, the Save the Clock Tower, me, I can run but like Saving the Clock Tower, right? It's like Save the Clock Tower, and he writes the thing on. It's like, oh, he goes, a bolt of lightning. We never know when it's going to strike. He's like, we do now. It's like, yeah, like all that stuff is great. The relationship between the two of them is super cool. I have to tell you about the future. He's like, no, I won't take the responsibility. And he rips it up. And then he's like, what was all that talk about the future? He's like, I thought, oh, what the heck? I was like,
Back to the Future is a study and setup and follow through. It's one of the best for that. It's Chekhov's gun. It's like you don't leave a loaded gun sitting there without someone firing it, right? So, Rocky is a perfect movie. Everything in that movie builds up the emotion of the characters. There's nothing you can cut out, right? I would say Ghostbusters is perfect.
I would say Ghostbusters is perfect. Yeah.
The thing about Ghostbusters, if you don't know, was a nightmare to make. And there's so much on the cutting room floor, and every couple of years they'll have a new like outtake from that movie, and people are like, oh, I know they shot this. Like, they shot a whole bunch of shit. They cut the shit out of it, and everything is just the characters and the story, and everything dovetails perfectly into each other.
Did you like? I like La Femme Nikita, which is one of his earlier ones. But not a movie. I'm just saying for Luc Besson. I like the Joan of Arc movie. I know everyone. Joan of Arc is one of my heroes, and there's a lot of inaccurate things in that film, but it is a spectacle. And Mila Jovovich gave it her all in The Messenger, the story of Joan of Arc. But for perfect movies, I would say Escape from New York is perfect for me. Planet of the Apes Part 1 for sure. 12 Angry Men, Superman Part 1. Conan the Barbarian with Arnold Schwarzenegger is my favorite movie. I don't think it's boring at all. Some people do think it's boring, but that's my opinion. I'm just giving my top 10 movies. Road Warrior, Predator 1. Yeah, I like Predator 2, but Predator 2 maybe is not perfect, but Predator 1. And Messenger doesn't hold up well. I haven't watched it in a while, Mark. I should rewatch it, but I have the soundtrack. I got the poster. I remember thinking it was like I saw it in the theater a couple times, and I read a few books about Joan of Arc as well. So there's inaccuracies, but I still like that. I should watch it again. What else is in my top 10? Flash Gordon from 1980. That's a perfect movie. I would say Star Wars, like Part 1.
Well, yeah.
King Kong. Yeah, King Kong. Yeah, I would say King Kong is there.
The first one. The
original King Kong. You're talking about original King Kong, right, Mark?
Yeah.
I would say Terminator 1 and 2. T2's greatest action film. It's definitely in the top 10. Yeah. So I like Hard Boiled.
Empire Strikes Back is
both the first two Star
Wars. Yeah.
So first two Star Wars are perfect. I would say Terminator 1 and Terminator 2, both. I would say both of those are good. And I like the normal Terminator 2 cut. I don't need the extended bit.
No. Yeah.
OG, with Faye. No, that's for sure. Well, that inspired Harry Harrison.
So the Peter Jackson one is his wet dream, right? I mean, it's but
it's too long.
It's bloated, man.
It's bloated. Yeah, it's bloated. Original King Kong. I've got the limited edition tin, whatever. That entire shelf is Godzilla, Gamera, Ultraman. Above it is all the Power Rangers. So every Power Rangers thing, every Gamera, Ultraman, King Kong. Who else? What else we got? Rodan, all the Mothras, any kaiju you can name. I've got the whole thing, and that entire shelf is all the toys, and then I've got boxes of toys that I can't go on the shelf.
Yeah.
Woo! I would say Mothra Part 1 is perfect. The original Mothra, I love that movie. So there's a lot of movies out there that will get 10 out of 10, but both Raiders and Temple of Doom are 10 out of 10 for me.
Yeah.
I'd probably say Last Crusade. I'm going to watch again. I'd probably say Last Crusade's like maybe a 7 or 8 out of 10.
7's good. You know?
Yeah. So like, let me watch it again. I would say Crystal Skull's probably like a 4 out of 10 or something. Like there's a couple of neat bits, but like, I don't care.
I'll have to watch it again.
I'll have to watch it again. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I like. There's a lot of movies that I like a lot of. And then if we go to like how crazy we're gonna go, Lawrence of Arabia, like Ben-Hur, like I mean we could go to the ends of time here. Yeah, the Tin Nice, the Blu-ray. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, you've got a lot of copies of it. Nice. Yeah, I only have like maybe 2 or 3 copies or whatever. Because I usually I'll get rid of some if the features don't carry. If the features don't carry over, then I don't need it anymore. I put it, and I usually put it in storage. It's not that I get rid of it. I just put it in storage because I can't fit everything. I've got like a pile of stuff to go to storage right here. So the Superman Blu-ray sets going to storage. The Lou Ferrigno Herculeses are going to storage. Did you get Hercules in the Haunted World on Blu-ray? Because I got both Reg Parks on Blu-ray.
I don't have it on Blu-ray.
Do you have Hercules in the Haunted World in any form?
Yes, I do.
Okay. Oh, I got the 4K of Rollerball. Bullet's good too. Rollerball 4K, I have not watched it yet, but the previous release was shit quality. Joe, random. I can show you guys this for a second. I make these little characters. 1 second. Indulge me for just 2 seconds here. Hold on. Final. Okay, so I make these little characters that you print them off on paper or cardstock, you fold them up and you make little boxes. I'll show you what one looks like. Hold on. So they come out like this. So I do them on Photoshop and I just find pictures and try. So I've done a few of the people that we talked about. I'll show you this really quick. Let me share my screen. Hold on. Because I actually have done. So Billy Jack was so large that I had to make him on 2 pages. Window. There you go. So there's Billy Jack's head. And then that's his hat and body. So the hat here goes around the head, like in these slots. And you make him that way. And who else did we talk about? You know what this is? This is Muscle, one of the Muscles. I made Moana Beast. Come on. Conan, of course, with Schwarzenegger's face. I made the Critters Ball.
The Critters Ball, yeah.
Who did we just mention? Rollerball. Yes, Rollerball. That was Jonathan E., right? So it's all in alphabetical. We should be getting a Jonathan E. pretty soon. I've made so many. Jonathan E. There you go, buddy. So I made the Rollerball guy. What's his name? James Caan. I love Rollerball. Oh, I liked Gone in 60 Seconds. That was a remake, right? I never saw the original
remake. Yeah.
I thought the new one was kind of cool. You Doc Sol, yeah, oh yeah, Solar. I made, and there's Jet Jaguar.
Jet Jaguar.
I made Jack Burton.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, this is Super Inframan, and I did both gloves. If you could see, his gloves are changing. His hands, because he got different gloves later. I did Ice Warrior from Doctor Who. I did Lord Humongous. Who did he say? Oh, Dr. Solar. Oh, that's way back. Yeah, I did He-Man with Dolph. I did different versions of Dolph. Hey, this is Airborne, which was Rob Liefeld's character.
Oh yeah. Yeah,
Jonathan.
Yeah.
I did. What's his face from Dune? And then, I did. Oh, this is not my Green. I did not make this. I don't know why this is here. I did not make this. That is not mine. I don't know why. I did Green Hornet. I did both Green Hornets. I did Green Hornet with mask and with the.
Yep.
Dr. Soul. I did the Gargantuas.
Yes.
And that's their hands. Flash Gordon, different Flash Gordon. I even did Buster Crab.
That's cool.
Come on, that's pretty
Black
good.
and white, yeah.
Black and white. Oh, you know who this is? Phantomos.
Phantomos, yeah.
Yeah, man, that's awesome. I did Eli from Book of Eli.
Yeah. Oh
what
yeah.
What a random thing. Oh, there's Dr. Solar. Okay, so Dr. Solar, full disclosure, I just took Cyclops' someone made Cyclops. So I just took Cyclops' head and then I did the body very quickly.
Yeah.
So there you go. So yeah, I did a bunch of these guys. Like I've got like the ones I've done 317.
Yeah.
Holy shit. I made 317 of these. Wow. Wow, that's shocking. That is shocking. Whoo. Jonathan, yeah, I'll take Con Air over. Yeah, Con Air is awesome.
Yeah.
Con Air is awesome. But all right, guys. Well, we're definitely off of Transformers now. We kind of turned this into a chill stream.
Yeah.
Chill out. Chill. Everybody chill. I was gonna put my Poison Ivy poster.
Well, kill the dinosaurs. The Ice Age, and like every school kid's like, no, but sure.
Oh man.
Sex with furniture. What do you think?
That's my favorite line.
Sex with furniture. What do you think?
Look at the front. Look at who he's asking.
Sex with furniture. What do you think?
I can't watch that movie in one sitting.
I know
it'll take me 3 hours to watch because you gotta pause. When he's Sex with furniture, what do you think? I'm like, what was that? It's the most random. It's the most random question.
Random, is he?
The whole
what time is it?
Random.
Some guy punches his arm through the wall. Like, oh, I'm late. Like the Twinkie dog or whatever.
Yeah. Oh. No, I like the Badgers guy, and it's like he goes, where'd you get this guy? He's like, me? I thought you hired.
Just like makes the troll stick on the ceiling. It's like
also nature's suction cup.
Yeah.
Who thought that? Who thought that up? That's a perfect movie right there.
Yeah.
I mean, oh my god, who thought that up? It's like, you are lucky boy. You know why? Because you get to drink from the fire hose.
Michael Richards' speech in that is the best. Like he's like, sometimes you gotta get a toothbrush and you gotta scrub in there. You gotta scrub in there.
You gotta get in there. Oh my god! But no, UH. Oh, hey, how's it going, Brendan? How's it going?
Hey, Brendan.
Oh no, it's 317 of those. Yeah, I made that many. No, yeah, yeah, you gotta get down in life and scrub there. Yeah, and even at this, like, I can't hear you. Yeah, it's like, I can't hear you. Wait. He's got like earplugs. Like, why are those there? I said, okay, go say it now. Like, oh, yeah. He goes, I know there's people out there that like to wait till the last minute. Well, this is it. This is the last minute. He's like, gee, thanks, mister. You gave me that coin and I bought myself a real neat watch. It's a Rolex. And I like when that guy's got the hat.
Yeah.
First, he's got the hat on. It's like that outrageous hat. It's like a mohawk thing. And it's got the tail. And he's like, take that ridiculous thing off. And he pulls off his mustache.
Yeah. All right, see you, Legion.
All right, see you, man. See you, Mark. Take care. We're gonna adopt now. This is too silly.
Yeah, I know.
Oh Christ. And I would say Big Lebowski's a perfect movie. There's another perfect one. Let's. Where's my?
Woo! You got a day Wednesday, baby.
Oh my God! All right, guys. Whew. So yeah, tomorrow night, Supergirl, first appearance of Supergirl, first appearance of Metallo. That's going to be really fun to go through. I read both issues, and we're going to talk about Congo Bill because I liked that Congo Bill story. I thought that was kind of fun. He's a neat character, and it's a neat idea that they really could do. I know Vertigo did some stuff, but you could do a lot with that kind of concept. I think it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
All right, guys. So make sure you're subscribed to Shauna. The link is in the chat. You're doing what's the next thing you do? I saw you just posted some Indiana Jones comics.
I'll post a few more of those.
Awesome. Yeah, and then we're gonna do those Indiana Jones comics after we see that garbage movie.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Until next time.
Hey friends, you've just been listening to J-Man, and he is the smartest person who ever lived. So make sure you like and subscribe.